to talk about something really awesome. It is called our Hiring Day app, and I'm sure you're all very excited about Hiring Day. I know I am. And this app is just something that we can do collectively, not only for you, but also for the employers. I'll talk through it really, well, not really quickly. I'll talk through it really, whatever. I'll talk through it. So Mark's going to be giving the demo, but pretty much what we've created this app to do is help generate leads. So there's a lot of companies that we already work with who are partners of ours, and there's a lot of companies who have expressed interest and either come to one event or maybe not many. And what we want to do is have you beautiful people express interest into a company. Good part about that is, one, it'll get the company excited to come to Hiring Day, and two, you're getting a point of contact in with a company, which is amazing. Because whether a company comes or not, and just to reiterate, this list is full of company leads as well as partners, and depending on their availability as well as their schedule and their hiring needs, we don't know if they're going to come or not. So just because you're expressing interest in a company through this app does not mean it's 100% confirmed that they're coming. However, if they do come, you've already have like a foot in the door. Or vice versa, if they don't come, you can reach out to them and use it as a follow-up note. Say, I did reach out to you guys through the app. I'm not sure if you saw, but I'm really interested in your company, so on and so forth. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, well, Mark's going to do the demo, but we're going to be talking about how to make your profiles. When it comes to profiles, just remember to spend no more than 20-30 minutes. This is not something that needs to be like an hour long. What am I going to write? Can you read this? Is this right? Just make sure you don't have any grammatical errors or spelling mistakes. Other than that, it's not going to take you too long. You're going to be writing interest statements for each company that you're interested in. Those statements should be no more than 10 minutes either, like the time that you're spending on it. It's literally going to be sweet and short. What I'm looking for there is, why are you interested in the company? If there is a role that you've researched and you found that you're interested in that too, you can obviously state that. And why are you a unique fit? For that, I would say something like, for example, if I was applying to BarkBox, I would say, not only do I love the development tools that you guys use, but I'm also a dog lover myself, and I know that I can bring something else that, other people might not be able to, whatever. So short, sweet, a couple sentences. You have a max of 600 characters. So the idea here, we're limiting it because if you write something real long, no one's going to read it, I promise you. Try and aim to do 10 interest statements, so 10 companies. After the first one, it's going to get a lot smoother, and you'll go through them really quickly. This will be due on Friday at 10 a.m. Please let Liz and I know if you're stuck, you don't know what to do, or my profile doesn't look that great, I want some help. We're here for you, but it's really easy, and it's self-explanatory. And the good part about this is, not only are you starting to really think about Hiring Day and the types of companies that are out there and doing research, and if these companies are the ones that are coming, you're like a step ahead by doing all that research ahead of time, but you're also practicing your elevator pitch, which is something that we really want you guys to get better at. That's the thing that you want to get out of Hiring Day, is the ability to tell it, what am I interested in, why am I interested in you guys, and like, what's my background, and how do I get into development? So you're kind of getting to do that as practice, which will be nice. Yeah, that's all I've got. Questions before I hand it over to Mark, who will demo the app itself? Cool.
All right. Hello, everybody. For anybody who I haven't met, I'm Mark. I'm the product manager here. Let me. Oh, do we have a? Hey, Chris? Yeah. I'll need one of them there. Thingamabobbies. Do you have the PA on? Yeah, okay. And this is not plugged in. It appears to be my lovely assistant. Yeah, I think it appears not to be plugged in that thing. I don't even need this one, if that's easier. All right. Where's my... Yeah. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, excellent. We're in business. Okay, so as of today, when you log into LearnDot, if you click on your avatar, you should see a button that says Hiring Day. If you don't, let Jaron know, but you should. So when you click on the Hiring Day button, you will see the Hiring Day app. And I'll just walk you through how this works. So this is for the Hiring Day coming up for you guys on the 19th. It's going to be downstairs. I think everybody knows. That's why it says Grace Hopper Academy. That's the physical campus where the Hiring Day is going to be. And then what you see here are a few columns. First, you see a list of companies. And as Jaron mentioned, these are companies that we're inviting to Hiring Day. And if you click on the name, opens up a new tab, just goes to the company's website. Here you will see some notes from the career success team, and these may be relatively generic notes about the company, high-level notes about the company, or they may be very specific, like they're looking for this person and an alum named this currently works there, maybe very specific information. As you go through, you'll look through this list of companies, and you can see there's currently 63 in here. And you will, if there are companies that you're interested in potentially interviewing with, then you will click this button. And it'll say yes. And once you do that, you'll see a button appears here that says Write Why. And you'll click on that, and you will write a up to 600 character message that people at that company will read. Like Jaron mentioned, well, obviously this company is switched, so you're not going to want to say hello American Express. Rookie mistake. So you got 600 characters to try and generate some interest and get some excitement. So keep it concise about why you're awesome and why you'd like to meet with that particular company. So I'll click back, and then you can see there's a status here which you will see, which at the moment is not yet requested. All that means is that the email hasn't gone out to the employer yet. So basically what will happen is when you express interest, your profile, which I'll show you in a second, will get sent to that employer along with the other students who are interested in interviewing with that company. Once the career success team has sent your profile to that company, then this status will change to, I think it'll say requested, something like that. So I mentioned profile. Let's look at the actual profile. So not only will the employer see your statement of interest, but they'll see a little bit about you. And so you will write your profile, and you'll do that by clicking this button here. Can everybody see this okay? Yeah, okay. Which is a relatively simple form. and I'll walk you through the different fields here. You can see it's pretty short here. But the first one is primary passion or desired occupation. You could think of this as like your 6 to 7 word tagline about you. And you'll want to spend a few minutes thinking about this, but maybe you want to put, excuse my typos, right, as I go here. But that says mastermind. Okay. So you're a guru, you're a JavaScript guru with lots of typos. In each field, there's instructions and advice on how to fill that field in. So my top 3 skills, let's say JavaScript, okay, Node, and Express. You just separate them by commas. I also love working with, and here you can just add whatever, other, let's say, SQL. Yeah, you get the idea. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you can add a bunch of them here, okay? You can add actually as many as you like, and you'll see what this looks like. For your college degree or degrees, if you have one, this is the place, or more, this is the place to add it. So BA from NYU, and then maybe you got a MS from, I don't know, Columbia. Or maybe you don't, and that's cool too. You can add, and if you have multiple degrees, just separate them by a comma. Personal website, you can see this is not a required field. Many of you won't have a personal website. If you do and you want them to see it, by all means, add it here. I'm just going to pretend that I do. url.com. Okay, your LinkedIn profile, this is a required field, so you'll want to fill this in. And GitHub is not a required field, but if you want employers to see it, for example, you're really proud of your activity and you've committed every day for 6 months or whatever it is, maybe you want to send it to them, but you don't have to, not a required field. Ben would like to add a little color commentary. Okay, then there are 3 questions about you. So something interesting about me, something cool that I've accomplished, and a product or app that I love, and why. And I won't, let's see, I won't make you suffer through watching me type with typos, so I will just fill in some lorem ipsum here. Okay, so I filled in my profile. You probably want to see what it's going to look like. So to do that, you click on this preview button. And, and you can see some different information here. So this is what the employer sees, right? So the hiring day and the date and the location. I'm logged in here. Let's pretend my profile. I'm Ash, okay? This is the tagline. My website, my GitHub, your LinkedIn profile actually will appear there. We just posted a change, but there will be a 3rd button. If you have all 3 of those fields filled in, the LinkedIn profile button will be there. If you only put your LinkedIn profile, that's the only button that will appear there. Your degree or degrees, if there is such a thing, goes here. Your top 3 skills go here, and I also love working with the things that you put there, appear there. Why I'd like to interview with, if it's American Express reading this, that'll say why I'd like to interview with American Express. And then your 600-character statement of interest will appear there. So you can visualize what that will look like. And then you can see the 3 questions that you answered here. So everything is in your profile is global, except for this part, which is unique to each company who sees it. So that's it. It's a pretty simple app, but it should be a pretty powerful tool for you guys. Does anybody have any questions? It's too easy. All right, Jaren, I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah, so we can